What's up, guys? Kyle Marlett here. Welcome to Unwrapped, presented by murphysmagic.com. Hey guys, how's it going? Hope your Saturday is going well. I'm actually shooting this week's episode of Unwrapped on Friday, which was yesterday for you watching this, which meant yesterday, which is also today, is Halloween. So I'm very excited for today. Halloween is my favorite holiday, and I hope you guys had an awesome Halloween. I'm going to have an awesome Halloween. It's like a dual reality thing because technically you're watching this Saturday, which you already had your Halloween, but I haven't had my Halloween. So it's kind of almost like Back to the Future, like you're going back to in time. I'll stop talking. But welcome to Unwrapped. This week on Unwrapped, we have two effects. The first one is called Hidden Hand by Sean Fields, and the second one is called Skyline by Danny Weiser and Blue Crown Magic. So with that being said, I've met up with my good friend Daryl Davis. You might recognize Daryl from his Free Trick Fridays that he's done with Murphy's Magic, and he performed Hidden Hand to a couple groups. I cut them together so you could see multiple different reactions. So take a look, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Alright guys, hey guys, look, I have a ring, okay? Okay. And it's not a magic ring, but it's special. So I can take the ring, I can put it on really fast, which is kind of cool-ish. I want to do it again, but I want you to actually see it happen, okay? Okay. So watch, you're actually going to see the moment that that ring jumps on the finger.
Where?
Oh, your ring by chance?
My ring?
Yeah.
This ring?
Yeah, that ring.
My college?
Your college ring.
Come on back.
Alright. Oh, it's so tiny. Okay, I have a couple questions about the ring, though. Okay? Couple questions. You're watching me close. How long have you had it?
I've had it since I graduated from college.
Okay. Does it mean anything special to you besides the college thing?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah? Okay, third question. How would you feel if I took that ring and made it completely go away?
I would want to know where my ring...
Here, watch. We're going to take the ring. I'm going to blow it, and it's going to go away completely. Right? And look, I actually got a surprise for you. Watch. If I reach into my pocket... I'll actually, let me see if I can get it out here. I have a wallet, okay? And look, actually inside, all the way inside the wallet, it jumps all the way from there into the pocket of the wallet. So you can actually go ahead and grab it out of there.
Wow.
I'll make it better, I'll make it better. I'm gonna take that ring, in exchange for the ring, I'm gonna give you all the money in my wallet, which is way better, okay? So look, I'll give you all the money in my wallet, we'll make up for it. I have $1. Trade, fair trade.
No, where's my ring?
Oh, okay, I'll tell you what. I keep the more valuable stuff in my wallet. So look, we'll actually open up this little zipper compartment and actually look inside there. I think there's something inside the...
Holy is that a ring?
That's so happy. You're
like your
10.
face.
You're so like,
how did he do that?
Alright, so that was a few live performances of Hidden Hand by Sean Fields. Now, let's just step back for a second here, okay? So I work for Murphy's Magic. I love working for Murphy's Magic. Murphy's has released a lot of awesome effects recently and has a lot of awesome effects coming out in the near future. Now, just because I work for Murphy's Magic, I want to make sure that you guys know that I'm just being 100% honest with my reviews. I'm not saying anything just because it's specifically a Murphy's product or anything like that. And I hope you guys know every single week that I'm completely honest and upfront about my reviews. I try not to ever hype something up that I don't think is worth hyping up or anything. So I just wanted to say that before I go into my review. And the reason is because there's a bit of drama wrapped around Hidden Hand. A lot of people, some people really like it and some people really don't like it. And it's weird, the reasonings that I've read on the Magic Cafe and on other sites, why you guys don't like it. Me personally, I love this. I love it a lot, and there's a lot of reasons why I like it. One, I think it's just a really clever, simple device that allows you to vanish objects or exchange objects or anything to that matter. And when I say simple, it's incredibly, incredibly simple. You know, you watch the trailer and it looks so good that you expect this to be an insane mechanical spring-loaded device, when in all reality, it's completely not. It's very, very basic and very simple with supplies that you can find at the store or anything like that. Now, it does come with all the supplies you need ready to go. You do have to build it and put it together, which I don't mind at all because I enjoy building Magic. But a lot of people were very upset that it just wasn't this crazy device. And, you know, for me, I say, well, what do you expect for the price that it was? I mean, if you wanted an insane, self-working, crazy device, we would have had to charge, you know, a couple $100s for that. But it's a, you know, it's a pretty fair price. You get all the supplies you need, and even if you break it or need to make another or whatever, you can go get more supplies. It's really cheap to make. And there's just so many applications that you can do with this that it just confuses me why some guys don't like it. One of the main reasons why I read is that they thought it was unpractical and you couldn't do this. It was impractical. You couldn't do this in a real world situation. I highly disagree. I think you can totally do this in a real situation, but I think you can do it. You can only do it in real situations that it's meant to be performed. Just like a lot of magic, not every effect is meant to perform in every situation, and no one claimed that it was. You know, there are numerous effects that I have in my repertoire that aren't only work in certain scenarios. And, you know, even as simple, let's just say something as simple as the lights, right? You can't really perform that in the bright day. You have to perform it in situations where the lighting, works with the lights. Now that's a basic, scenario. But what I'm saying is not every effect works. And I don't know if people just assume that it was going to be this thing that works at all times. And if you were, I'm sorry, but I really do think this is a perfect effect for the right situations in the right environment. And what's great about this is that you can have it on you and you won't notice. It's not uncomfortable. It's not difficult to wear or anything like that. You can have it on you and just pull it out whenever the situation comes up that it's meant to be. So like, let's say you have it on you all day. In the beginning, you don't use it, but then you go to, a restaurant or where, whatever you do that later that night, and that becomes a situation that you think this is perfect for, and you can immediately hook it up, and you don't have to go to the bathroom or anything like that. You can just pull it out right there. So I feel really strongly about this effect because I think it's a really workable piece of magic. Now, I personally am the type of magician who will take a risk, to perform an effect. I will take a risk of doing something that's a little more angly, a little more sensitive to your environment, if the effect is worth it. And I think the effect is very much worth it. I'm a big fan of this legendary magic that we hear about, legends, like let's talk about Max Malini producing a block of ice at a dinner table. That was incredibly impractical. That's so impractical. He had to freeze a block of ice, he had to put it in a location where he could get to it, and had to sneak in and out to get it and stuff like that. So impractical. But when he did it, people lost their crap. They just lost it, right? They just went nuts, and he became a legend because of that trick. So I think as magicians, we need to learn to be able to take that extra step, that extra risk to perform a risky effect or a not so practical effect if it's worth it. And I think in this case, Hidden Hand is very much worth doing that. So that's my opinion about Hidden Hand, and I hope you agree. And now let's go take a look at a live performance of Skyline by Danny Weiser. What's your name?
Megan.
Megan, hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
I'm Lonnie.
Lonnie, you don't want a high five?
I don't do it.
Do you like
I'm
no?
like this bob.
Okay. Key of Hearts. We're gonna bend the key of Hearts back and forth. Pretty strong, as you can tell. And until we get a bit of a crease going. Watch the corner though. We're gonna take the corner until we tear it all the way off. Until it's completely gone. Now I want you to make sure that's not folded on the behind or anything like that. But if you watch the corner.
Awesome. That was good.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And you can actually keep that if you want. Sorry, that's a souvenir for you.
That's Kyle.
Yeah.
Is it Kyle? Oh.
Yeah, Kyle.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Thanks. All right, so that was a live performance of Skyline by Danny Weiser. This is a fun little effect. I think this is like my second effect reviewing of Danny's this month, actually. It's just a really fun, simple, direct effect. You have a card, you bend the corner back and forth, you rip off the corner vanishes very cleanly without any sleeves or pulls or magnets or anything like that. You can show both sides of the card very cleanly, and then with just a flick or a toss or a shake or whatever way you want to accomplish it, the corner visibly appears back on the card, and then at the very end you can hand it out. After doing some magic stuff, you can hand it out and the person can keep it. And technically you could even Maybe make it where it can be signed, but you don't. It's unnecessary, I think, because you're tearing off a corner. It doesn't really matter. They're not picking a card because you're introducing the card. Now it can be, you can force the card on them and stuff like that. But I think this is really just a good effect. I think it's very practical, very easy. Yet again, you could technically make your own, and it comes with extra supplies in case you need to, fix yours or anything like that. I don't know anything bad to say about it. I think it's just a really fun visual moment. It's like an effect that myself or my friends like Justin Flom or guys like that would do because it's just quick and to the point. Something that John Armstrong talked to me about, and he talks about this in his lecture, is when you meet someone important and they're like, hey, can you show me something? Like, I think in John's case, he met like a movie producer, or an actor or something like that. And, can you show me this effect? And he, at the time, went into this like long 12-phase vicious card routine when he could have just did a simple color change, because that's all that person needed to realize that, oh man, this guy's good. So in this case, for example, this is a quick effect, but it's so visual and so clean. Like, this is a perfect effect to carry around, and it's only one single card, so you can stick it in your card box, and then you can just whip it out at a moment's notice and just do it. And you can draw it out longer if you wish, where it was actually a more lengthier effect. This is a great effect that can be great as a singular effect, or good as part of a full routine, or whatever. So with that being said, that is Skyline by Danny Weiser. Alright guys, so that was Unwrapped. If you watch Unwrapped before, every single week we give away last week's prizes, and how you do that is you subscribe to this channel at Murphy's Magic. It is a rule, and I do check, so make sure you subscribe and comment on last week's video. Tell me what you liked and what you didn't like about both of those effects. And last week's effects was Phantom Deck by Joshua J. and Dollar Bill to Gum by Twister Magic. And this week's winner is Dylan Bradshaw. So Dylan, congratulations. Go to facebook.com/Murphy's Magic Supplies, shoot me a message, and we will get your prize. Congratulations once again. And if you would like to win this week's prizes, which again was Hidden Hand by Sean Fields, and Skyline by Danny Weiser, do the same thing. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and if you already have, great. If you haven't, make sure you do it, because I check. And if you would like to, and comment below, tell me what you liked and what you didn't like about both of these effects. You can do very detail oriented, you can make it very quick, you can make it something fun, tell me how your Halloween was, whatever you would like. And next week I will pick a random winner to win both of these prizes. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed your Halloween. I'm gonna enjoy my Halloween, and I'll see you guys next week.